last present under the tree, our final Monday Nighter of the year, between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Justin Tucker.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Love back to it here after the pick 6. Quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Love, they go play action now. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And a Las Vegas first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing out. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. Watkins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Another Chargers first.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland.
Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, fourth and goal from the 2.
They'll run with McFarland.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Anthony McFarland.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, fourth and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Able to connect to Mims. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Raider first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 14, Raiders 7.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Play action this time with Love. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And to Las Vegas.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, second and 4. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4 yards to go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well, think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. Just shy of the
But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Throwing deep for Galladay. He fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Love. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Complete to number 8.
CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quez Watkins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Raiders 17. Justin Tucker set.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Love looking to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
He can this first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll buy some time right. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Kenny Golladay, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Love from the gun. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Love. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
1-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Las Vegas.
And that's a terrific score. And now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kick the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
And we get a look at it here, but, hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. To the air again. Love goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw now on the final play. He finds it open to pass the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And I think the ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now, as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
To Denzel Mims.
Denzel Mims, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that was so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turned the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Chris Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Love now on 2nd down. He's got his man in the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
First down.
From the gun, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Going back to Love. Over the middle, caught by Mims. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Raiders.
Play fake. Here's Love. Throw left side complete. It's Gibbs. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Love. Rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And it's third down. Third and long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin them inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Operating from the gun, Love. And there's that man again. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. They'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he's going to go down again.
The quarterback.
Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. Third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Of 4 on the first down play. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure up for their own offense.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Play action this time with Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Able
to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. CeeDee Lamb there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 6-yard line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Final score, Raiders 54.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to